Rave Cinema 12 is a relatively large movie theater complex located in Levis Commons in Perrysburg, Ohio. Constructed relatively recently, both the theater's exterior and interior are quite integrated and serve as good illustrations of various Servicescape design concepts. Despite the interior's complexity and success as a service environment, the exterior falls significantly behind. As customers enter the Levis Commons area, they are likely to miss the small sign that is available to them. This is important because the theater itself is not visible from the road. This immediate lack of directional signage can cause confusion and frustration among potential moviegoers, and accordingly can taint their first impressions. The signs that are available are small and barely noticeable. A suitable solution would be to simply install larger and more robust signage around the entrance of Levis Commons that easily directs first-time customers into the theater area. When customers do locate the theater, another Servicescape issue is noticeable. While the exterior architecture of the building is new and modern, there are no signs that inform passing customers what movies are currently showing. This is quite surprising considering the nature of the rest of the theater. While installing up-to-date digital signs outside the theater would represent a major expenditure, the potential traffic that would occur as a result would likely outweigh any costs. As customers approach the front doors of the theater, their experiences become far more joyful. For instance, doors are clearly marked with entrance or exit signs directing customers where to go. As customers walk into the main theater lobby area, they are exposed to an extremely large amount of stimuli. Luckily, the design of the Servicescape interior mediates any feelings of apprehension. In general, the allocation of space in the theater lobby is well planned. As customers enter the theater lobby, they will notice the huge open space and high ceilings. The layout of this area is simple and straightforward and serves as a decompression zone for first-time customers. The open floor plan serves as a means by which groups of customers can interact with each other easily. The open nature of this area also limits the amount of perceived crowding, a concept that has been proven to enhance customers' experiences in many service contexts. More specifically, the locations of the smaller areas within this large space are for the most part well thought out. For instance, the concessions area is located at the back wall of the theater lobby, so as customers enter, it is impossible for them to miss it. There is also an area towards the right of the lobby that serves as a place for moviegoers to sit down and relax, perhaps while waiting for friends. This area includes comfortable leather furniture, tile flooring, and offers a more neutral atmosphere that some customers may find appealing. And since there is a wide variety of food that can be purchased, this area offers customers a place to eat before they make their way to their respective theaters. One drawback of this area is that given the square footage of the lobby, it is barely noticeable. Removing some of the posters that surround it may be a wise managerial decision, as the space would open up and coincide with the rest of the theater lobby. Also, ropes are set up inside the lobby area in an inconspicuous nature. These ropes eliminate any possibilities of people sneaking in without actually paying for a ticket. One of the best elements of this particular Servicescape is the signage. Overall, the theater utilizes signage in a way that facilitates a smooth customer experience. Customers are exposed to signage from the beginning of their experience at the exterior of the building. Handicap parking spaces are clearly marked and the doors are marked with entrance or exit, indicating to customers where they should be entering the facility. Once customers are inside the theater lobby, they are exposed to even more signage. One sign that clearly designates where customers should wait in line for their tickets is one of the first that is noticeable. This limits the amount of confusion that customers can experience and therefore makes the overall experience at the movie theater a more pleasurable. In addition, restroom signs are clearly marked, even including a family restaurant. There is also sufficient signage corresponding to each respective theater. Theater numbers hang over their respective theater doors and are not merely painted on the walls as in some older movie theaters. This cuts down on customer wayfinding effort and likely adds to the customer's overall experience. Rave Cinema 12 also makes great use of color throughout their entire servicescape. For the most part, the colors inside the theater lobby are neutral ones such as tans and beiges. This likely gives customers a feeling of being in a fresh and modern environment. Similarly, the neutral colors further add to the open concept of the floor plan. For instance, if the walls were darker in color, the lobby area would probably not feel as large as it currently does. One aspect of the servicescape that does stand out in terms of color is the carpeting. The vast majority of the theater lobby's flooring is multicolored, loud carpeting. While this particular carpet pattern may not be the ideal choice for other businesses, it works quite well for this particular movie theater. The carpeting coincides with Rave Cinema 12's positioning strategy in that movie theaters should not have a serious atmosphere associated with them. They are places where people seek to have fun, and the multicolored carpeting is a means by which this idea is suggested to customers. Also, spills and other mishaps can be masked by the complex carpet pattern. This apparent absence of any stains on the carpeting likely leads to a higher degree of perceived cleanliness among customers and reflects nicely on the firm. One other ambient condition that is not noticeable is music. While in the lobby area, customers will notice that there is no music playing in the background. This may become an issue during busy times such as weekends when customers are most likely to become frustrated as they wait for their tickets. By playing background music in the theater lobby area, management would likely be able to cut down on perceived wait times as well as add to the overall experiences of their customers. Overall, Rave Cinema 12 in Levis Commons is an intricate service environment. The theater makes use of various servicescape design strategies in an effort to facilitate a smooth customer experience. Furthermore, the ambient conditions represented in the theater's interior coincide with their positioning strategy and give first-time customers a good idea of how their experiences will be carried out. Interior signage and the allocation of space are perhaps the best illustrated examples of servicescape management in this context. While the theater is overall an excellent illustration of how to efficiently market a service, there is room for improvement, particularly on the exterior of the facility.
When you come home, I'll stop the